All right, the basics of driving a stick shift. We got 3 pedals down here. One is the clutch, one is the brake, one is the gas. Okay, then we got our gear shift over here. Neutral right now, you know you're in neutral when you go all the way left and right like this easily. Okay, to go into a gear, you have to put your foot all the way on the clutch. Now I can go into any gear easily, okay, with the vehicle running. It's always going to be, or usually going to be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then most vehicles are going to be over and down for reverse, but this one is actually all the way over and up. Okay, so we'll start off in first gear. Right there, we got our foot on the clutch, and right now we are going nowhere. Now the basics of this is, as I slowly start to let my foot off the clutch, slowly, you can hear the vehicle slowing down a little bit, and look, we're moving now. Okay, put it back on the clutch, hit the brake, and we stop. Okay, I'm gonna slowly take my foot off the clutch, and we start to move. I'm just barely taking it off, okay? Now I'm gonna slowly release it all the way out, and now we're moving. My foot is off the clutch right now, and we're moving. So now, all I'd have to do is give it gas, okay? And when I'm ready to change gears, I simply put my foot on the clutch, okay? And shift into second gear. And then I would slowly let my foot off the clutch again, okay? So let's try that. So I'm taking off in first gear, okay? Slowly let my foot off. Careful not to stall the vehicle. And then to switch into second, down, into second, and slowly let my foot out, okay? Now this is just the basics. We're gonna have to start using the accelerator here. I just wanted to keep it simple with just one pedal so far, okay? So just so you know, the clutch is what actually gets the vehicle going, okay? So foot on the clutch, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna go back into first gear, and this is how you would normally take off. Careful watching my feet here. It's a balancing act, okay? So I'm gonna put it in neutral quick just to show you. So I can let my foot off in neutral, it won't do nothing. Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do is, as I start to let off the clutch, I'm gonna go slightly onto the gas. Okay, so it's a balancing act. As I come off the clutch, I'm going slowly on the gas. And it's a balancing act, okay? This is gonna take a lot of time. You're gonna stall the car out a lot. It's okay. So watch as I do this here. I'm letting off, and as I hear the car start to bite, I give it a little bit of gas. Just a little. And then off the clutch all the way. And now we're going, okay? So now my foot's on the gas. I wanna change into second gear. Okay, I'm gonna let off the gas, on the clutch, into second, off the clutch, and back on the gas. You don't wanna be using the gas and the clutch at the same time. That's called slipping the clutch. And when you do it wrong, it sounds like this. This is what you don't want to hear. Okay, that's wrong. If you hear that, you're doing it wrong. I'm going to demonstrate that one more time. If you're hearing the car sound like this, you're doing it wrong. That's bad. You don't want to hear that, okay? So what you want to hear is this. This is a good takeoff right here. See that? So it's practice with both feet. Okay, to stop, you're gonna put your foot on the clutch and hit the brake and go back into first gear. And then once you want to take off, you start to let the clutch out slowly and give it a little bit of gas and keep letting the clutch out slowly. And then take your foot all the way off the clutch. When you want to shift, on the clutch, down a gear, off the clutch, and then back onto the gas. And same thing when you want to go to third gear. Foot on the clutch, into third, off the clutch, and then back on the gas. When you want to downshift, it's the same thing. Foot off the gas, on the clutch, into second, back off the clutch, and then continue on your way. When you want to come to a complete stop, foot on the clutch, and foot on the brake. You can go all the way to stop before you take it out of whatever gear. Once your foot's on the clutch, it doesn't matter. You can go back into first gear at that time and then take off. And that is the basics of how to take off in a stick shift vehicle and how to drive a stick shift vehicle. Very basics. The only way you're really going to get this down is practice, practice, practice.